And so, the new 2020 highest vibrating, most likely not probable, but entirely possible conspiracy theory. You see, where we're making a very grave mistake, folks, is we're putting a lot of attention on two of the very, very, very wrong people. Not that there's wrong or right, or left or right, or an up or down. Not for me to decide. But we're focusing way too much on Trump. Way too much on Biden. And what we've allowed to happen here is the largest, physically speaking, man to slide gracefully under the radar, not just this year, but for decades in the past, leading up to the present day. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you none other than, that's right, SHAQoilet. Now stay with me. There's a lot of dots to connect, a lot of pictures to combine into one grand, greater picture, because he is, folks, a diabolical mastermind. Here we go. Years and years and years and years passed. Shoot, I've been in the city of Orlando since 1991. Shortly after that, the Orlando Magic drafted a one, Shaquille O'Neal from the University of LSU, or LSU University, whatever. Shaq came, fell in love with Orlando, built a home here in Isleworth, and that's when his twism began. What's a twism? Twism? Doesn't even make sense. Is that a word? Oh, it's a word in Shaquille O'Neal's world. Speaking of world, it's not a word and it makes no sense whatsoever. But it does if you're trying to take over the world. TWISM is an acronym that stands for The World Is Mine. Yeah. On his car, his t-shirt, underneath this Superman emblem. This is another subject we need to vividly explore. Who had an unhealthy obsession with Superman? I don't know, maybe one Lex Luthor? Am I saying that Shaquille O'Neal is the next global villain? The next person we need to dump containers of haterade upon? No. But let me remind you that the Simpsons have successfully, quite eerily, predicted a great many things that we thought was laughable in the past. That guy coming down the escalator is going to be president. That'll never... What? We elected who? Yep. So, guys, mark these words. Ladies, bookmark this folder. And just know that the first time you heard about this was here in John Pepe Comedy. Are they just jokes, folks? Maybe. Are we living in a time that feels like it might just be a joke? Sometimes. So here we go. How does this all come in? How is this not bizarre? How is this real? Well, look at all of the ridiculous sponsorships. Folks, he's partnered with The General, an insurance company. He's partnered with TNT, a television network. TNT is dynamite. The General leads an army. Sounds like global warfare and domination to me. I know, far-reaching. You're stretching, Pepe. You're stretching. I don't stretch. I'm way overweight, and when I do, it hurts. Okay? I'm just being real with you here. Now, this is all going to come back around. Trust that, okay? TWISM, the world is mine. Taco Bell. Okay, where are you trying to go there? Wheaties. It's the breakfast of champions. Come on. Lots of great people that we admire and celebrities and athletes have graced the cover of that box. Icy hot. It's soothing. And then the endless supply of M, which, Oh, wait. If you do the research, the M is mysteriously missing. So T, Taco Bell, W, Wheaties, is Icy Hot, M, mine. So I have not put the entire puzzle back together. Is there a sponsorship that he has that starts with the letter M? There might be one or two, but not one that clarifies this entire landscape yet. Now, there's an endless supply of S's, of course. That doesn't filter into the acronym, if you will. So we have Shaq Fu, we have Shaq Attack, we have SHAQoilet, we have Shaq, I don't know, Soda, there's, oh my God, there's so many Shaq things. And the latest one, Shaquilleoneal. That's right. His new being on the board partnership with Papa John's is really icing on the disgusting, villainous cake that I'm trying to present before the audience today. Now, the missing link, and maybe it's as simple as that, link, missing, poop, bathrooms. No. What would you want to do with bathrooms? Look, Trump builds towers. He goes high and real estate on top of the ground. Why would what are bathrooms connected to? Like the below the ground, the underground? Are you saying that Shaq has something to do with the cesspools that whirl beneath us? Is he into plumbing? Why would someone that's trying to take over the world try to crumble the towers from below which they're built on? What? But it doesn't mean how is Shaq attached to bathrooms and to, you know, the what is it, the drain, the cess tank, cesspool, the system. Sewage. How is Shaq attached to that shit? Huh? Tell us, John with a J. Well. Being here in Orlando, I can give you a little history of how Senor Shaq is attached to this scheme to rise to power. All right? Used to go into male restrooms because that's where I go, just to be clear. I don't go into the other one. But public male restrooms to do my business. Here in Orlando back in the 90s, first arrived on the scene. And a urinal used to be an easy, simple creation. It was pretty much a porcelain wall back in the day, which is great for the drunk folks. You just kind of like stagger into the bathroom and pee anywhere on the porcelain wall. You had the stalls to the left, porcelain wall and trough to the right. And, men can just be like, bubble in and write their name on the porcelain wall and just walk away. You didn't have to flush. It just happened. It was a thing. Then, as businesses and monopolies begin to change when new players enter the scene, you don't go for the goal all at once. You don't claim your throne all in one quick sweep. You do it slowly. And urinal walls became actual individual urinals. Maybe I would say there's from forehead to floor. They were really long, slender vehicles to deposit your urinary waste into. And they had now they're equipped with a little flush thing. Now you had to do some work, which for me as a germaphobe-ish, not really wanting to touch that. Sometimes I would kung fu kick it back when I could stretch like that. And maybe just grab a paper towel and do the flush thing. Or sometimes not flush, be that guy. I just, where have those hands been and flush? Ugh. So, at some point, then some genius came up with these little partitions that are about this big, which is really quite hysterical because they weren't positioned up here to block each other from like the breaking the bro code. So when you walk into a male restroom, it's always like blinders this way. You don't look to the right, to the left. You just straight on, and you do your thing, and you sink, soap, wash, mirror, gone. And hi, how you doing? There's none of that. There's no couches or flowers or anything like that. It is business, exit. So, but the partitions were positioned like here, to like you can't see on the screen here, but like here. So it's kind of blocking from breast to junk, we'll say, so kind of blocking your man nipples and your private situation down below. Okay. That eventually left the scene because that's just silly. And as costs began to have to be cut during our last economic fall and, just people trying to create the empire on which they're thirsting to construct. Well, the partitions went away and the urinals got smaller. This was the second to last step to where we are today. Now, the urinals are smaller. The flushing thing went away because people outcries of sanitation and cleanliness and all that stuff. So you have the automatic sensor flushers now, but the urinals are very small. Less porcelain. We go from the wall, from floor to ceiling, piss anywhere, to very slender partitions and your own private experience. And you get flush with disgusting handle. To now really small. You got to really. This is tough for the drunk clan now because now when you stagger in, you got to aim and shit. And then you're hitting the tile and you're getting stuff on your shoe. And lots of people in Florida wear flip-flops. So the guy next to you is getting splatter on his toes. Kind of disgusting. So you really, at sporting events and stuff like that, when the beer's flowing, man, a lot of times I just opt for the stall. I'll go pee over here. Okay, you do your disgusting shit here. I'm going to go do my pee over here. So in privacy, close the doors and stuff, whatever. I know you're supposed to go poop in there, but I'm peeing. Leave me alone. There was always one urinal, though, down at the very end, or in the beginning. And we'll get to that in a second. What is that urinal? Some say it's for kids. Okay. I didn't understand what was happening. You know why? Okay, that makes sense. Smaller for kids. They're not as tall. That's good. Good. Solid for the kids. So they don't have to go into the disgusting, because men are vile, vile creatures. And the stall, like, it's not yours, so you don't give a shit. And you just, like, I swear that people just sometimes just go in there and just, they try to be Jackson Pollock or something. And then they giggle their drunk asses all the way out the stall. I'm like, I shit on everything except inside the bowl. Go look, man. Go look. No, I'm good. So, there's a little kid situation. Or is it? Or is that? But we're getting there. So, how does it... Come on, man. Get to the point. Get to the point. The point is, this is an evolution. This is serious. If we're talking conspiracy, you want layered data. You just don't want hypothetical nonsense and blabbery. I'm not just going to slather that all over the screen. I'm giving you as much evidence as possible so that you can plug in your own mind to this equation and get your equals what at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, when you walk into a restroom now, and this all began in Orlando as far as I'm concerned, very quickly, years ago, whilst Shaq was still here, I'm breaking bro code left and right, walking into the restrooms around here. Doesn't matter. I'm waiting for Ashton to pop out of a stall and go, Pepe, you've been punked. We got you. Look at the look on your face. Because now the urinals are even smaller and they're positioned chest level. I don't have a penis shooting out of my chest, let alone walking into any male restroom or anywhere public with an erection. What am I supposed to do? Play like some type of jart game with an arcing stream to like try and make it in this what looks like a cornhole event on the wall that used to be all porcelain where I could just pee everywhere? This makes no sense. So I'm breaking bro code. Where do I go? All right. The one down at the end. The kiddie urinal is now for me. I'm 5'11 and a half. I'm almost a 6 foot tall man person here. I'm going in the kiddie urinal. Or I'm breaking left into the stalls and where you're supposed to go shit. I'm going to go pee again. Have my privacy, do my thing. Because the only person on the planet that could possibly... I know, straight ahead. Sorry. The only person that could possibly pee in this urinal is... Shaquilleoneal. Shaq's doing it from the inside, from the ground, and the bottom up. He's taking over the underworld. How? What? I don't... Wait a minute. No, Shaq's a good guy, man. He's a family man. He gives money, and he wins championships in basketball, and he's on TV, and he's an excellent TV host. Oh, if those of you couldn't hear that, that was crickets and tumbleweeds. Half the time cannot understand him. It sounds like he's talking with a roll of Bounty shoved in his mouth, and he's got his glasses on. He's just sitting at the end of the desk holding it down like he's an anchor. He's not an anchor man. Please, there's no talent there to be on TV. He's just on there because he's Shaq. He has money. He won some championships, and people like him, which happens to politicians and world-dominating forces. Yeah, but Taco Bell makes you shit diarrhea. Where do you find yourself? In the bathroom. Flush that down your mind hole. Yeah, but he Wheaties, it binds you up. What do the most genius of villains on this planet do? They have this forefront of being a good guy, humanitarian, philanthropist. They heal and then they hurt. Heal and then they hurt. They give and then they take away. It's this woo, right? It's just like the TV. It's a tractor beam. It pulls you. It sets you down. It puts you in front of the program. Shaq's making you shit brown water. Yeah, but that he wouldn't use his urinals. Yeah, but you're finding yourself in the bathroom, and soon you're going to see a big S and a Twism logo on urinals if they're not there already. Please don't go in the mail room, restrooms and start checking. Although, I can't tell you what to do. Speaking of do, your Taco Bell diarrhea, your icy hot, holy shit. We're back to the healing. Okay, Papa, let's back up. Your Papa John's shakaroni shitting storms because we know that's just hot garbage in a box. Come on, stop it. It's not good pizza. It's not good food. It's great good ingredients. Papa John's. That's like saying Burger King is good for the soul and it gives you the energy and keeps your immune system boosted. Stop it! Stop it! Oh, icy hot. Why icy hot? Well then, hurt you with the shakaroni, soothe your muscles from all that crapping and back-breaking dumping you're doing on the toilets, draining into Shaq's underworld, the sewer king. Holy shit. And as you're driving around thinking about how is Shaq doing all this, how is he anchoring a TNT dynamite blowing up the world show, oh my God, I gotta find a bathroom. Next thing you know, you find yourself in an accident and you're calling, what? Act to the general and save some time. Wow! Guys, if you haven't put it all together, I just did it for you. Watch out for one of the biggest man walking this planet. He's just started taking strides. 2024 is coming. Shaq's just sitting there waiting for your vote, folks. I'm just saying. P.S. Shaq, I love you. I think you're great. You're fun. Loved watching you play basketball and all the things you do. I think it's really, really cool. This is just a theory, folks. Another one to add to the 2020 collection. Let me know what you think, though, because I'm a little concerned. We start loving someone, they turn on us. All the people that have risen to power that used to be in movies, they're all crappy movies. Shazam. Just saying. Although Blue Chips was pretty entertaining with Penny Hardaway and Nick Nolte. I enjoyed that. Coach said execute. I mean, that's It's an Oscar-winning line right there. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Ronald Reagan made some movies. Was one of them Star Wars? No, it wasn't. It was some cowboy movie that nobody remembers. Or maybe someone does. Ask your dad. But just not this dad. All right, I'm out of here. 20 minutes. Holy crap. Is he Superman? Or is he Lex Luthor? I don't know. But we'll find out in 2021. Or will we? I don't know. We'll see.